Let's talk about spawning characters. Characters can be almost anything. Spaceships, killer whales, white blood cells, asteroid fields, you name it. And they are some of the most important building blocks of our missions. To create one, right-click on any empty space on the sensor map and select Spawn from the pop-up menu. This reveals the Spawn Character window, which contains all of the available character templates organized into categories. Let's select Spaceships and scroll through the list to find something we want, like this Astro Skiff. This opens the Astro Skiff template. I suppose you could simply click on the green checkmark button down here to create the character as is, but most of the time you're going to want to make some customizations. Let's walk through some of your options. First, there's the icon. This is how the character will appear on the crew's sensor and targeting screens. If you click on the icon, you'll be able to select from a wide range of options, and you can use the sliders up top to change the icon's color. Next, you can change the character's name, classification, and description simply by typing in these fields. Some of these options, like the character's size and health, are fairly self-explanatory, but I'll touch on a few that might need some extra explanation. For instance, you can specify whether a character can move at all, and whether it is holding still as soon as it is created. For this spaceship, we might want it to hold position until we direct it to move, whereas if we want the spaceship to be derelict and adrift in space, we might choose to disable its ability to move entirely. The same is true for can fire and hold fire. Can fire controls whether the character has weapons at all, and hold fire temporarily disables the weapons until you turn them on later. Hostile controls whether the character will automatically attack the ship if it comes within weapons range. This visibility toggle is useful for some specific cases. If you don't want the character to appear on the crew's sensors, check this box here. But because this character we're making is a spaceship, we'll leave it as is so it appears on sensors. The interaction section controls how the crew can interact with this character with their VersaBeams, robotic swarms, and Chimera. If the box is unchecked, the crew will not be able to target this character with those systems. If it is checked, then we can use the following options to control to what extent the character is susceptible to each different kind of VersaBeam, robotic swarm, and Chimera ability. The sensitivities here control how much the character's health changes when the crew interacts with it. In this case, if the crew shoots a searing laser, which is a heat-based VersaBeam, it will damage the character by 100. We can make the ship partially resistant to heat by moving it over a bit. And if we move the slider all the way over here, that same searing laser will actually heal the character by 100. Next, you can give your character up to 4 different labels. Labels are used in creating elaborate scripted sequences, and we discuss how this is done in the Labeled Character Action Cue video. The next 3 options, on collide, on destroy, and on identify, let you specify the name of cue cards that you'd like to automatically play when the ship collides with this character, when this character is destroyed, or when the reconnaissance officer identifies it. This is a great way to connect your character with the overall script or storyline. We have several videos that discuss cues and cue cards in greater detail, so please refer to them for more details. And finally, you can specify where you want your character to appear. By default, it uses the point on the map where you right-clicked, but you can also enter the position manually, or drag this marker to specify a different point. And that's it. Simply click the green button and the character you designed from this template will be created.